What are you doing here exactly?
I'm YouTube. I'm the personification of YouTube. And I'm telling you, you have to go back to making YouTube videos, which is a thing that you claim to like doing. Oh, it's so bad.
Fine. I guess I'll make more YouTube videos.
Hey, what's up guys? SullenSoul here, back at it again with another Iceberg video. Today we'll be looking at the obscure anime Iceberg. So if you basically don't know how an iceberg chart works, it's pretty much like the saying, the tip of the iceberg. The more obscure things are towards the bottom of the iceberg, and everything that's pretty much surface level is at the top of the iceberg. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive into this obscure anime Iceberg. But first, I'd like to announce that this is my first sponsored video. One Punch Man the Strongest has gladly reached out to me via my email and simply talked about how frickin' awesome this game is. I personally play this game every day when I wake up and every night before I go to sleep. You play as One Punch Man and become a hero. You fight in deadly battles and have RPG-like elements, and with a dedicated server and player base, it makes the game fun and engaging to play. Now, if you go to onepunchmanthestrongest.com/SullenSoul right now, you can get a free 10 pulls in the game. That's right, 10 SSR ranked heroes right now that you can play as and dominate the competition. So, I hope that you consider this greatly. It's my first sponsored video, so I'm so glad to promote this to you. So let's get right to the video. Now we'll move on to stage 1 of the iceberg. These are the more well-known animes on this iceberg. Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan. If you don't know what Attack on Titan is, you need to reassess your life, go home, get in the bathtub, look up into the ceiling, cry, breathe, drink, air, breathe, drink, air. Attack on Titan is an anime-manga intellectual property based in a fictional world where humanity is forced to live in cities surrounded by 3 enormous walls that protect them from gigantic man-eating humanoids referred to as Titans. The story follows Eren Yeager, who vows to exterminate the Titans after they bring about the destruction of his hometown and the death of his mother. Attack on Titan is a pretty popular series, so I have no doubt that you know it. My favorite part is spoiler warning, when Eren actually wanted them to kill him and he put memory blocks on them and then they realized he was good and then the series ended. Boku no Hero Academia. Boku no Hero Academia is the story of a kid named Deku. It's more of a slice of life where he eventually meets his soulmate, King Explosion Murder, and gets pregnant, having kids and eventually killing them all with this nuclear power explosion. This is actually a very good anime with many different twists and turns throughout. If you want a relaxing slice of life anime, try watching this anime, Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Demon Slayer. This anime follows the main protagonist, Tamiro Komayaji, as he slays a bunch of demons in his way of achieving the King Demon Slayer position, a position of power in the post-apocalyptic Japanese government that will allow him to free his brother, Hodarashi-san, from the prison in the center of the earth which he is kept in. I would definitely watch this anime in a slightly different order than is typical. From my experience, the best flow of seasons is seasons 4 to 1, back to 5, then to 3, then 10, then 6, then 7, then 1 again to appreciate the intricacies, then 8, then 9, then 11. Thank me later. Heh. Naruto. Now we're getting into the more obscure animes. Naruto is an anime in which the main character, Naruto, is a ninja who, guided by the Emperor of feudal Japan, challenges the 5-element ninjas. Suspecting a trap, the Emperor keeps 2 of his best students, Naruto and Qian Hao, at the school to guard it against an invasion and sends 10 others to do battle. As Shang and Hao help to reinforce the school's defenses and set traps, the ninjas use trickery and guerrilla warfare to defeat their opponents. Hong is overjoyed, but the leader of the ninjas, Chen Yongmado, advises that they push their advantage to destroy Zhang's school. I won't spoil it from there, but let's say the fights are intense, the battles are hard won, and the violence and gore is insane. If you're looking for a more edgy anime, definitely check this one out. Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is an anime about the Brazilian jujutsu instructor Juan de la Mare Peneduce Scaramucci, who kais into a poker game that may be more deadly than it seems. Through Yakuza to ancient psychic warriors, Juan must defeat them all on his way to obtaining the 6 million peso prize awaiting him at the end of the tournament. This is a psychological thriller that spanned over 60 seasons. Definitely worth checking out if you're not into punching animes and more into battles of wit. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is about a boy named Denji who tries to get the girl by winning the log cutting competition at Norioke High, his high school. When all the other boys use an axe, Denji is shown to think outside the box with his chainsaw, a gift he got from his dying lumberjack grandfather. With strong found family and romance themes, this anime is sure to win your heart with its happy ending. I was personally satisfied with this self-contained, one-arc anime that had an ending which really tied every plot thread together. Many mangakas, when finishing their series, try to continue the series onward, writing what is essentially the same arc over and over again. Tatsuki Fujimoto, author of Chainsaw Man and Well-Adjusted Individual, refrains from doing so, opting to leave the series at the conclusive point of the ending. And for that, I give him my updates. Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is a popular anime about Goku, the Dragon Ball. Now we will move on to the more obscure parts of the iceberg, the second level. One Piece. One Piece is an anime you may know from the famous The One Piece is Real meme. In One Piece, Monkey D. Luffy attempts to find every part of his house scattered about in a hurricane. Towards the end of the arc, he says his classic line. One Punch Man. One Punch Man is a series created by the famed mangaka Ryusuke Sakamoto. It is actually one of the first animes. In One Punch Man punches bad guys until his hands hurt, and he claims that he can only do one punch, man. One Punch Man is actually more powerful than you think, however, being able to beat most anime characters in a fight, including Goku, Naruto, and Yui Hirasawa from the K-On! Series. Haikyuu. God bless you. Now we move on to the more obscure parts of the iceberg. Part 3. Bleach. The anime Bleach is about Ichigo Kurosaki, a YouTube commentator and comedian residing in New York, previously living in Seattle, Washington, who makes commentary, reaction, and drama videos. Though his content was heavily criticized and soon led to his rise to fame on YouTube, he was known to popularize the gameplay/commentary format, which soon led to the popularity of similar commentary YouTubers and is still used by many channels today. Ichigo stopped uploading on YouTube on December 12, 2017 due to the changes of YouTube that brought down his channel, and he expressed that he'd be gone for the time being. He posted a video responding to drama with iDubbbz TV and his girlfriend on March 31st, 2020. Many people speculated that he is returning to YouTube, but in an interview conducted by Keemstar of Drama Alert, Ichigo says that he would only make videos for fun on Leafy Tier and post less frequently. Ichigo continued to post an unpredictable schedule, mostly mocking various YouTube drama situations. On August 21st, 2020, Ichigo's channel was permanently terminated from YouTube for violations of YouTube's policy on harassment and bullying. On August 23rd, 2020, Ichigo's second channel was terminated as well. Currently, Ichigo is inactive at posting YouTube videos and is occasionally uploading rants on his Twitter, Instagram, and Storyfire without posting an entire video on it. Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul is a very controversial series. It was the first anime animated entirely in the PS2 engine, and it's currently the longest running anime to ever look like shit. In this anime, DeMarcus Cousins can see ghosts. But watch out, there may be other ghouls afoot in Tokyo Ghoul. Sword Art Online. So there was this girl who lived in my cul-de-sac, it was like a decade ago now, and I remember, she really liked Sword Art Online. I just remember she would just explain the plot to me and stuff, and we would just sit there and she would tell me about it. And I just remember she drew this picture of me as a Sword Art Online character. I thought that was really cool at the time. I was I was 10 years old. So I was like, no way. I'm really anime. Hey, that's crazy. I was that's sort of in line for you, ladies and gents. Now we move on to the more obscure parts of the iceberg. This is layer 4. 7 Deadly Sins. 7 Deadly Frames is an anime that released on Netflix in 2006. It is an anime about Dante's journey through hell. As Virgil leads him through each layer of hell, he finds that the layers represent each deadly sin. For example, lust is the second layer of hell, being an infinite plane of howling darkness, whereas the layer of violence is where the people who attempted/died by suicide are transformed into gnarled, thorny trees and fed upon by harpies. This is one of the most animes of all time. Hunter x Hunter. The anime Hunter x Hunter stars 2 hunters which love each other very much. They get pregnant and have Gon, the hunter of them all. After his dad leaves and his mom is dying from years of damage from Big Pharma's false medicine, Gon goes on a journey to defeat some gay-ass clown and get his mom the gut-healing bone broth. Hunter x Hunter is a very controversial anime as the creator has not completed it. This is because he died of terminal chickenpox. Now we move on to the more obscure part of the iceberg. Part 5. Death Note. Full Metal Alchemist. Brotherhood. Wait, isn't that anime that goes
Full Metal Alchemist!
What the hell? Does that happen every time I say
Full Metal Alchemist!
This is freaking me out. I have to stop talking about
Full Metal Alchemist!
Code Geass. Winston Smith is a low-ranking member of the ruling party in London in the nation of Oceania. Everywhere Winston goes, even in his own home, the party watches him through telescreens. Everywhere he looks, he sees the faces of the party's seemingly omniscient leader, a figure known only as Big Brother. The party controls everything in Oceania, even the people's history and language. Currently, the party is forcing the implementation of an invented language called Newspeak, which attempts to prevent political rebellion by eliminating all words related to it. Even thinking rebellious thoughts is illegal. Such thought crime is, in fact, the worst of all crimes. As the novel opens, Winston feels frustrated by the oppression and rigid control of the party, which prohibits free thought, sex, and expression of individuality. Winston dislikes the party and has illegally purchased a diary in which to write his criminal thoughts. He has also become fixated on a powerful party member named O'Brien, from whom Winston believes is a secret member of the Brotherhood, the mysterious, legendary group that works to overthrow the party. Find out on next time of Code Geass. Oh my god, this shit is so ass. Now we move on to the more obscure part of the iceberg, Part 6. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is an anime-manga franchise that began its original serialization in 1987. This series revolves around the Joestar lineage, with each protagonist Joestar having their own part. The anime began airing in 2012 and follows the manga storyline exactly. The series is currently in its 9th part, and it's known for inspiring many hilarious internet memes, such as Kono Dio Da and the Family Guy roundabout joke. My favorite Joestar would have to be George Joestar, Kaguya-sama Love is War. Kaguya-sama Love is War is a very well-known and well-liked anime which has seen a resurgence in popularity in recent years. It was first aired on February 13th, 1958, making it one of the oldest animes in history. To describe it, I will play you a clip from one of Kaguya-sama's most famous fans discussing its complexities, Donald Josuke Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, yes, hello. As we gather in this ever-evolving age, and it's evolving good, right? That's what they say, right? It's evolving good. I've seen it myself. I find myself intrigued by the cultural marvels that captivate the minds of our youth. In particular, there's this peculiar yet fascinating creation called Kaguya-sama Love is War, and that's what they call it, that's what it's named. They tell me that's what it's called. Now, as a man who has faced his fair share of political battles, and I have, and you know this, I'm more than Sleepy Joe, I can appreciate the strategic maneuvers depicted in this anime. In this era, we have faced geopolitical challenges that are so sick and so bad and so awful, right? They've required a careful balance of power and diplomacy. But observing Kaguya Shimanaya and Miyuki Shirogane engage in a love duel, employing tactical schemes and psychological warfare, it brings a smile to my face. It seems affairs of the heart have their own set of complexities and strategies. In my time, we didn't have anime to offer us such delightful insights into the intricacies. That's what they say, the intricacies of romantic relationships. Perhaps if we did, we would have provided welcome distraction during the tense moments of the Oval Office. I can imagine inviting Melania, my beautiful wife, to watch an episode or two, finding solace in the comedic escapades of these fictional love strategists. In the end, whether facing the border crisis or navigating the emotional battlefield of romance, it's essential to approach each situation with wit, charm, and a good sense of humor. So, to the creators of Kaguya-sama Love is War, I tip my imaginary hat and say, Ichigo Ichi, seize the moment, for each episode is a unique encounter to be cherished.
Neon Genesis Evangelion. Neon Genesis Evangelion is an anime about Shinji Ikari, a mild-mannered boy from Lebanon who experiences brain hemorrhaging one night and is paralyzed from the waist down. He struggles to adjust to this new way of life, but finds solace in his $10,000 donation to Kony 2012, not knowing the whole charity is a ploy by his arch-rival, Rei Imagainus, to steal his rare enchanted emeralds. This anime is definitely really good. I especially enjoy the part where I lick anus. Now we move on to the deepest part of the iceberg. Part 7. Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho is one of the most obscure animes on the internet today, mostly due to its grisly content and overall dark themes. The story is, a gangster named David wants to be the most feared mafioso, and he'll stop at nothing to get that position. I should warn you that this anime has many content warnings, including killing dogs, killing babies, killing women, killing men, killing orphans, killing drugs, killing money laundering, and even extortion. I think the show is summed up perfectly by the main character's famous quote, "This mob truly is psycho." Gintama. Commonly known as the funniest show on television, Gintama revolves around a family named the Gintamas in Gintama, Rhode Island. They get into a whole lot of wacky shenanigans, mostly due to Peter Gintama, the moronic father's antics. The family dynamic is actually hella funny in this comedic show. Stewie Gintama, the baby, wants to use his laser guns to kill Lois Gintama, his mother, whereas Brian Gintama, the family dog, is actually hecka horny for Lois's pussy. With fan service galore and a cast of goofy oddball characters, Gintama is sure to be a hit in your home.
Watch new episodes of Gintama on Fox, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And finally, the last entry in the obscure anime iceberg. The most unknown, the most insanely obscure anime that I could ever review, that I could ever talk about. It's at the bottom of this iceberg. In 3, 2, 1. Man, I'm talking about Dragon Ball Z, man. Shit, man. In Dragon Ball Z, man, Goku be hella balling out. Like, going crazy on that court, man. Shit, we got a new King James in this court. in this court.